Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to day 2 recap of the July painting challenge. It's very early in the morning and I'm getting ready for the day, but let's get you caught up on where we're at. So what we're looking at here are these are the last 7 miniatures for the core box for Mythic Battles Pantheon, and we're moving along. We've got a lot of the colors blocked out, not much detail put in right now. Zeus got in a little bit more time than everybody else, so he's looking okay. He's moving along. We're not quite there yet on him, but you can see Cerberus down here. Now, one thing I'll point out is you can see the browns are all very similar. That's because when I block them out, they'll start off very similar, and then they'll start to migrate apart as we move the colors in different directions. Back here you've got the Hydra very early on in his painting as well. So I expect these models will probably get done tonight, and then we can actually start basing the second box. So with that, I'm going to end this update here, and we're going to move on to the question of the day. Okay, guys, so this here is Waffles, and Waffles is a two-year-old crested gecko. I got him 2 years old when he was just a hatchling, and they are raised in pairs. So we got 2 crested geckos at the same time. You can see the little freckles on his face and the little ridges on around his eyes, his eyelashes. He's super cool. Anyways, it turns out Waffles and his clutch mate, ooh, he jumped on the camera, so you're looking at his belly right now. But Waffles and his clutch mate, Biscuits, they are male and female. Waffles being the male here, and you can see he's got the male parts there. And yeah, we left them together a little bit longer than we should have. And yeah, I'll show you the aftermath of that. But some cool things to note about crested geckos: they eat mostly fruit, so you make them this sort of baby food type mixture out of a powder that will turn into like a fruit pudding almost. But they'll also eat crickets, so you give them bugs and so forth. And they live for a while. They live about 20 years. They're super chill, as you can see. They do like to hop around a little bit. They're mostly nocturnal, so that's why his colors aren't as bright as they could be. This is called fired down. If you saw him bright red, we would call that fired up. But yeah, this is about as big as they get at around 2 years old. Waffles will get a little bit bigger than this, and he's going to get a little bit bigger than Biscuits. So yeah, let me show you more of the crested gecko stuff. They're gonna hatch, that's right. So this is the aftermath, or at least some of the aftermath, of Biscuits and Waffles being together for a while. They were together for about a year and change, which I thought was safe. I didn't think they would make breeding weight, but they did. Yeah, you can hear my 3-year-old there. Hey, Darius. So Biscuits, the female, she'll lay eggs in pairs like this, and you can see I've got a little place there where I started incubating these eggs. Now, these eggs have been around for a while, so I don't think they're going to hatch. But as you can see, some of the other eggs have hatched. And so this is my little hatchling enclosure here. We have 4 in here, and I'm going to raise them to about their first shed. So probably about a month to 2 months, I'll keep them. There's their food. That's that little paste there. They're too small for bugs, but I do like some of them get a little big, so I will put like a tiny little cricket in there or something that they can eat. These little guys here are a little too small to handle, though. But you can see a couple things to note. See the end of the tail there, how it's kind of ending in a nub there? That's a prehensile. It's a semi-prehensile tail, meaning they can kind of grasp branches and things like that to help them climb. And at the end of that tail is a little sticky pad, the same way each of their toes kind of has a sticky pad to it. And you can see some of the patterns that we have here. That one there's almost got no pattern. He's more like a patternless type, and the rest of these are fire morph, and they're super adorable. You saw what they turn into. They turn into more of the Waffles type. I'll show you guys a little bit more. Okay, so this here is when they get a little bit bigger. This guy here is a few months old. We're calling him Pancakes, and you can see he's a patternless, or he's mostly patternless. And you can see how adorable they get. So, so he's gonna chill there for a minute. He's obviously fired down, looking probably to get back into his place. But a couple things to note here. You can see like the pads on his toes. You can see the little eyelashes there. The cool vertical slits that they have. Very cool lizards, and we have a ton of them, and Biscuits is still probably laying some eggs. We don't know how, if these new clutches are going to be fertile, because like I said, they've been apart for about a year now. So if you are a local and you want one of these, and you can demonstrate that you can put together a reasonably nice enclosure for them, you know, not asking for too much, let me know, and I'll give you one of these for free. They're looking for good homes. So I'm going to raise them up, though, past their first shed. And this guy here we may actually end up keeping just because we really like the patternless. And this guy's a sweetheart. Like, he's got a really nice temperament. We've already named him Pancakes, so we like to name our geckos after breakfast foods. So Pancakes is doing quite well. I'm going to have to move. He's getting big, though. We're going to have to move him into a larger enclosure at some point. So yeah, this is one of my hobbies, be it an accidental one, that I do in addition to miniature gaming. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want to thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.